One of the biggest pleasures in life, if you're a traveler, if you want a real pleasure, you want to go to a bed and breakfast. And you're going to be delighted about what you hear and see right now, because we're going to introduce to you Gail and Timothy Graham, and they're going to be talking about the Whispering Pines. The Whispering Pines. I know Tanya's already into this. Whispering Pines Bed and Breakfast. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
And truly, when people travel, when you find a great bed and breakfast, it's a treasure, isn't it?
It really is, and I think the most important thing that we find is the bonding that we have with our guests. They are, you know, they just feel like they've just gone from their home to another home because of the comfort and the intimacy. So it's always been really great.
You house how many?
We have 4 bedrooms.
4? Did you say 4?
Yes, so it's very intimate too. So we're not like a huge place where people go.
It's like home.
It's just like home.
That's your aim and purpose.
Now give them the setting, because your setting, when you say Whispering Pines, I'm already in heaven. So tell them about the setting of Whispering Pines.
Well, as you come up Copper Basin Road, you're going to be turning off on there's a pavement when you leave the asphalt for about 20 seconds. So all of a sudden a person goes, oh, where am I going? And so the interesting thing is right around the corner they'll see Treetops Trail, which is the name of our road, and you go up 300 yards all the way to the top. We're at 6,300 feet, and we have a view of the whole valley. We can see the Sedona
360
rocks.
degree? Almost.
Well, 180.
180. Okay, 360. Yeah.
Not quite, because we have the forest behind us.
Okay, so
and then we've got this view.
That's
but
good
to
enough.
say it's serene and peaceful would be an understatement.
Right, we're on 5.5 acres, our home is, and what we did this summer is we also put in 3 different trails. They're not long, it's about a half of a mile in total.
How nice is that? I need a trail after that. Always been in the bed and breakfast industry, or a little history? Tim?
Well, my parents in England, south of the coast, had a bed and breakfast, so I grew up.
I don't know how I knew you were from England. I have not a clue.
No, my mother had 10 rooms, so I helped her serve tables. She did all the cooking. I cleaned bedrooms and made beds with her. Then I got into the hospitality business after going through a college in England. Went to Bermuda, met Gail, moved to the States, in Wisconsin. Had this idea of going back to my roots, which was obviously the B&B business, after being at a college where I was involved in the hospitality programs there.
And Gail, your history, does it involve this type of hospitality?
Actually, no. I was in healthcare administration. My background really is in business management, and then from there taught business school, and then ended up at the same college that Tim was at in corporate training. But I'll tell you one thing that's been really good is that, I mean, any woman would love to have a man who doesn't mind cleaning toilets and changing beds. So it's been a great partnership.
Wow, you don't find many like that. And I think we see a big W and a P at the entrance.
Yes, that's our gate. That's the backyard.
That's the view. Yeah, that's other views from the wraparound deck and also from the trails.
And as you see, people can have breakfast out on the deck in the morning, and they love that.
Bed and breakfast, you create friends. This is the difference between staying in a hotel per se, or a motel, and staying in a bed and breakfast, because you make lifetime friends by doing this, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, and I have to say that we feel a bit guilty in charging them when they come back. But we said this is a business.
But you do charge them.
Let's talk about the food.
Yeah.
Okay, you are the chief cook and bottle washer?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the bottle washer.
Oh, yeah, I figured that. Okay, explain to us what we would be privy to at the bed and breakfast.
Great. Right now we have people that stay multiple nights, so obviously you don't want them to have the same kind of food.
I wouldn't care if there was a...
We always, and some people said that, we always have a heart-healthy breakfast. We have yogurts and cereals and a big fresh fruit platter and fruit juices and things of that sort. But everybody seems to want that hot meal, because once they have that in their belly, they're off for hiking and going around town.
That trail you set up.
All of these are an egg derivative, and they're all really heart healthy. I really tried to do that. I'll have regular sausage, but this is turkey sausage.
Oh, this is? Oh, good.
This is something that one of my friends had given me the recipe. It's called Pralines French Toast, and they said that this probably should never even be given to anybody because it's just so delicious.
Well, I'm wondering if I could have a bite of that, because Tanya seems to be...
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Tanya seems to be
You know
raving.
what? There's probably a lot like a pecan pie feel.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It almost could be a dessert, but there are eggs
my
and milk, so it is
goodness.
very healthy. The other one I think that I really like, and,
Which
and
one?
this is because Tim being the Brit, and when they had the royal wedding in England this summer, I came up with this idea. So I make English sausage rolls, which are these, and the English love to have their beans, grilled tomato, and poached eggs, and people
Is that
really
why
like that.
they have a lot of beans, huh?
Yeah, they're vegetarian beans actually. So we have a famous type of bean that we use, and it's tomato-based or tomato-based, depends where you're from. And so
Does that
there's
make
not
them full of anything?
It's been a tradition for years,
Okay.
just to have beans with breakfast.
That's
But they're
interesting.
mild. They're very mild.
I would love
They're-
that. I could
not barbecue,
really adapt over
you know.
there because I love beans.
Yeah.
Tanya,
And there's black beans in
Tanya, this is heaven.
I'm not even going to taste that. 'cause-
You don't. Truly.
yeah. Okay.
Isn't that part of the beauty of the bed and breakfast? Though, is everyone comes down to the table
there you go.
and we dine together.
Sure.
And that's one of the beauties of a
You
bed
can
and
ooh and ah together.
I think the other part of it is the fact that those diet people also make friends. They meet each other for the first time. They've got common, ideas about life, and that's why they stay at B&B.
These are poached.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. You know what I love about a poached egg is when I get to go,
Well, the other two dishes, real quickly, this one is like a quiche, but it
Very good.
has any kind of meat that you want. You can put ham,
Tasty,
turkey,
that one.
sausage, and the good thing is on the top, it's the dehydrated onion rings, makes it really great. Breakfast pizza is probably the best. It's a crescent roll on the bottom. There's some sausage. I can make it without meat because some people don't eat meat. There are shredded potatoes. There's cheese, and then there's eggs, and then with a little Romano cheese on
You're
top.
killing me here.
And it's
you
just
do
really
wonders
quick.
with eggs.
Now,
You have a knack with eggs.
Tell us about the rooms, because obviously when they go there, lovely rooms, I'm sure, with views.
Yes.
Do you want me to do that?
You go ahead, but let me just say one
Yeah.
thing, and that's the rooms. And when people retire, one of our little signature items are that we want them to retire and have sweet dreams. And I make all homemade chocolates. So
Lordy.
English toffee and pretzel sticks and all kinds of different fillings.
See, what should
So-
I have over here?
Oh, people love the pretzel stick. And
That's
that's the toffee.
that's
There
the
you
So
go.
truly, you treat people like royalty.
We do.
Oh, my
we love
goodness.
it. It's fun. It really
So,
is.
the rooms.
Yes, I think the house is so well designed. When we saw it, it was perfect for a B&B. One of the main rooms, which got the view of the Prescott itself, is on the main level too. It has a tub in there, whirlpool tub, big.
Oh, how pretty.
big king-size bed, has its own exit entrance to the deck, which is wonderful, and a large bathroom. Then there's another room upstairs, which we call the southwest room, which has exit onto our loft area, which also then has a view of the north, and then the two
Beautiful.
smaller rooms that they share a
I
bath.
love your color schemes too.
Thank
Nice,
you.
wonderful colors.
That's the Prescott room right
So
there.
if we wanted to have a romantic evening, this might be a good place to.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting
Nice.
because we're starting to have people call for gift certificates, and we had a lady from one of the churches here that got it for their music director and his wife. So just to come up, for a night, they're from Prescott, it's just a getaway.
Yeah.
A lot of people, that's kind of a romantic room. We've had people coming up for their anniversaries and stuff, so it's just been really neat.
Take that toffee and put it in somewhere away from me.
We have another little plate for you as well as
Yes, we
I want
have
to
to
see
do
that ever again because I'll eat the entire thing.
One last thing we do have to mention, and this is, we have little trivets, which is very traditional.
Oh, how
England.
darling.
Our dear friend Josephine Briskin from Scottsdale gave that to us as the housewarming.
You know what? I think you have the stamp of approval of Tanya Mott.
How do we find you? Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
How do we find you, Gail?
Well, we're
Patty.
at the top. We're at the top of Copper Basin Road, and the thing is that we're close to heaven, but only 8 minutes from downtown.
Hey, that's good.
Yes.
You are a marketer. I like that.
And I love that Whispering Pines.
It is
Very
too.
nice.
So we will be there probably tonight.
Please come up. Absolutely.
When we come back, we will be talking about colic symptoms and what you need to know if you're a new mother or an old mother. It doesn't matter. Back after this.
Sure.